Hi, you're watching Velo News TV. I'm Neil Rogers here at the start of Stage 21 with Columbia's George Hincapie for our final video diary. George, thanks again for all the time throughout the tour. Interesting stage today, the Champs-Élysées. Obviously, some teams have accomplished their goal, CSC for example. Other teams still have something to prove. Columbia with 5 stage wins would love to finish with a 6th. Chiolek has to be one of the top sprinters in the race. Talk a little bit about the team's mentality.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's tired, relieved, happy with the way the tour has gone. We definitely need to focus one more day. I mean, today typically the first 70K are easy, and that's just the race starts once we get to the Champs-Élysées. And Chiolek, like you said, is one of the top sprinters in the race, so we're looking to keep him in the front, and it'd be awesome if we can get a stage number 6 today.
What can you tell me about the Champs-Élysées sprint? From what I've heard, it's not like any other sprint that the peloton does year in, year out. It's pretty tricky with the cobbles, with the final turn. From what you've seen in 13 tours, talk a little bit about what makes that sprint so difficult and so unique.
Well, it's unique in the sense that it's basically the world championships for sprinters. I mean, the guy who wins on the Champs-Élysées is always recognized as one of the top sprinters in the world, and it's got probably one of the most prestigious sprint wins you can have. So that makes it a little bit more hectic in the final. And like you said, there's still a lot of teams that haven't won a stage. I think more than 10 teams that have not won a stage. So they're going to do everything they can to try to get a stage before the end of the tour. So there's a combination of all those things that make the last stage really stressful and then super fast at the end.
I've heard that experience goes a long way on the Champs-Élysées. Obviously, Silence Lotto finishing 2nd overall, a little disappointed. Robbie McEwen hasn't won a stage this year. He's clearly going to be the man to watch among others. But would you say that McEwen is maybe a favorite coming into the stage, or at least the biggest threat?
He's definitely a favorite. I'd say McEwen. Thor's won here before. Chiolek, Ferreira. I mean, there's still some really fast guys, and there's always a surprise or two as well in the last stage. So it's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to just getting it over with, and hopefully we get another win. That'd be great.
Well, win or lose, I think people are probably wondering what happens Sunday night in Paris after the tour. I'm curious about your plans for this evening, and also just what you've seen in the past. I mean, a member of 8 Tour de France winning squads. What it's been like in Paris the night after the final stage.
We've had some pretty epic parties, and especially with Lance and when we won the tours, those 8 times. The last couple in particular were a lot of fun. I think tonight will be fun. We'll have a nice dinner with the team, and then probably meet up with some friends afterwards. But most of all, it's just such a relief to finish the tour. I mean, it's such a hard event. I mean, 3 weeks of just pure suffering and stress, and always crashes and injuries. It's just such a relief to be able to put that behind you, and then you start thinking about next year.
I've heard that it's a bit of a shock to the system when you wake up the Monday morning after the tour, and there's nobody telling you where you have to be. There's no sign-in. There's nobody asking for autographs. Talk a little bit about that. I mean, is there a little bit of a decompression that needs to happen after the tour?
Absolutely. I mean, your body just shuts down for a week. You feel like you have the flu or something. You're just in constant. You just ache all over, and your body just totally shuts down. But for me, I mean, I'm just excited to go see my kids at home. Going to go back to my wife's family's house and pick up my kids. So I'm really excited about that. And my wife's coming here tonight, spend some time with her, and just really relax. We only got 1 week, and then I got to leave for Beijing next Monday.
Wow. Well, George, thanks again for all the time. It's been a pleasure. Appreciate it.
Likewise. Thank you.